Hi students, it's me, Mrs. Nielsen, and I'm back at Miracosta High School in my lab and wanted to do a demonstration for you involving some solution chemistry. Now what I have here is a supersaturated solution of sodium acetate. And sodium acetate is an ionic solid at room temperature. As a matter of fact, it's what we call a trihydrate. So you can see here, this would be what it would look like in terms of particle view, where we have the sodium ion, the acetate ion, and then 3 water molecules associated with it. Now, what I've done here is I've made a solution, okay? And a solution contains both solute and solvent. Solute is what's present in the smaller amount, and solvent is what's present in the larger amount. So the way I remember it is that solute is a smaller word, and it's the substance in a mixture that's present in the smaller amount. Now, normally water is a solvent. Water is an excellent solvent. And so what I have in this situation is actually switched. Water is the solute. There's just a little bit of water, and the vast majority of this is sodium acetate. So sodium acetate is supposed to be a solid at room temperature, but you can actually trick it into being a liquid at room temperature. And that's what I've done here, where I have a bunch of sodium acetate, just a little bit of water, and I've melted it down on a hot plate and let it cool back to room temperature. And essentially what I've done is trick it into being a liquid or an aqueous solution at room temperature, when in fact sodium acetate is supposed to be a solid, okay? And the way I can prove this to you is I can actually shock it back into its solid phase by simply adding a single crystal of sodium acetate. And what I'm doing is agitating the solution just enough to make it turn back into a solid. So if you can see here, I just have a single crystal on my scupula, tiny, tiny amount. And I'm gonna go ahead and just add this into my container. And I'm gonna hold this closer so you can see what's happening. You can see that all those molecules are starting to just grab onto one another, and they're crystallizing, they're forming back into a solid right before your eyes, back the way they're supposed to be in the solid phase at room temperature. And you can see there's no trickery here. Okay, this is a solid now. Now, if you could feel it, it's also very exothermic, because those molecules are going from having kinetic energy as a liquid back to less kinetic energy as a solid. And what happens to all that extra energy? It gets released as heat. As a matter of fact, this is the same substance they use in commercial hand warmers, okay? So I hope you enjoyed that demonstration of a supersaturated sodium acetate solution. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.